In 1957, Malaysia gained independence from the British, and since then we never looked back. We have gained independence for 64 years, and many believe that in the past 64 years Malaysia is living in the state of harmony. But let me ask you, is Malaysia really that harmony? In order to answer this question, we need to take a look at the harsh reality we are living in this world today. But first, we need to know the definition of harmony itself. Definition of harmony is the state of being in agreement or concord. And by looking at this definition and by looking at our country, do you think that Malaysia is harmony? For me, I don't think so. There's still a couple of problems and challenges we need to face in order to achieve the true definition of harmony. And one of the problems I would like to pinpoint or highlight in this video is racism. Many of us don't believe that racism exists in Malaysia, but I'm sorry to tell you, racism do exist in Malaysia. In fact, it's still being normalized in our culture nowadays. Commenting racial slurs in social media, shouting racial insults to people, it's still normalized, and I'm sick of seeing it. If you never been the victim of racism, you might watching this as a Malay, because as a Malay, the majority race of Malaysia, the likeliness for us to become the victim of racism is very unlikely. But if you were watching this as a Chinese or as an Indian, as any other race besides Malay, I'm pretty sure that you might have been the victim of racism at least once in your lifetime. People shouting racial slurs to you about your race, and I'm sorry to know about that. And there's still a lot of issues viral in social media have to do with racism. So let me ask you again, do you really think that Malaysia is harmony? If you still think that Malaysia is harmony, the harmony that you're feeling is close, it's not being shared equally among other people. And that's why I need you to reflect this message. I need you to take this message and stop racism. So that's all for me. I'm Rayhaan Muaz DHP9. Thank you for listening.